When you look at the overall picture on the Consumer Division at the Attorney General's office, last year alone the Consumer Division fielded 30,677 complaints, recovered over $9.4 million back to South Dakota. Large dollars, large number of people affected, so it's a very important division. It's a division that's fully off taxpayer money. It's self-funded, it's self-sufficient, and that's why I felt it was important as Attorney General to bring in consumers, bring in the business community last summer and task them with how do we look at South Dakota laws and better protect both consumers and legitimate businesses. They had a very popular package that ultimately passed the legislature 104-1. So I think it will do us very well here in South Dakota. And we have not addressed consumer laws in South Dakota since 1971. So there was a lot of important technology changes like the debit card that needed to be included in some of these protections from oftentimes annoying and costly scams that are going on here in South Dakota. Some of the challenges are these bad guys, the scam artists, are preying upon some of the most vulnerable members of our society. They're calling some of our seniors and indicating that they have a grandchild that's either in a desperate medical condition or in a jail somewhere and needs bond money right away. And so they really tug at the heart. But I do think that's why it's important that the legislature has said now that if people are going to do these things, there's going to be much more serious consequences, which I think will be able to do a better job from a law enforcement standpoint to not only get rid of some of the annoying phone calls and scams, but to address those that are really preying on the most vulnerable members of South Dakota society. We need a lot of help, but oftentimes that help comes from relationships with other Attorney General offices. Of course, every state has a consumer protection division. Some are bigger than others. Certainly some of the larger states like California and Florida generate a lot of the concerns, but that really comes from relationships and the work that the consumer divisions do, the state consumer divisions do with each other. They oftentimes have multi-state litigation where we will team up resources and address important issues. We're seeing that right now with the Target investigation. The Target breach has affected millions of people, many South Dakotans. We're part of the group of attorney generals that is investigating what happened in that breach.